Hi, welcome to my comic room. And well, honestly, this is part 2 because the last time it kept blurring out. So I'm stepping back a little bit. I'm going to show some books, but I'm not going to zoom in on those books. I'll just show them right here, or maybe right here, or just plaster it on my face. I haven't figured out yet, but this one is absolute flash. I'm sorry to say I have not been reading these. I have to get caught back up. I know the last one I probably read was issue number 5. I did the same thing with Absolute Wonder Woman, where I just decided to just run the gauntlet and get all the way up to 16, which then I am now up to date on that title. Absolute Flash is one of those titles I need to bring up to date. But I still have that on my monthly pull list because I don't want to lose out. And it's not the fear of missing out because, quite honestly, chances are I could probably get them cheaper in a dollar bin over time. It's those beginning issues that seem to be really popular and retain that price. The other one is Absolute Batman. This is issue number 21. I have been reading this. I've been keeping up with it. So I've been enjoying this story, and I was going to get multiple copies because, let's face it, there are some variants, which I need to get out of that habit. The variants I did pick up belong to another title, which is in this pile here. The pile of books that I did pick up, I pretty much had 2 piles. I had the books I ordered, and I had my subscription pile. What I've added to my subscription pile are books that I did see on the rack. However, Magic and Colossus, issue number 5, is one of those that I have in my pull list. And the reason why I like Magic. Unfortunately, I really have not been reading these because I'm not enjoying it. And I'm just getting them for the covers. Hence why I picked this one up. Now, the ones that you saw bagged and boarded, those are the ones that are on my pull list. This was not. I would have asked for this cover if I would have known that it came out. But since he did pull that one, I grabbed this one as well, because it is one way to support my local comic shop. I don't need to go there one day and find the doors closed, because then I'd have to find another one, and, well, that might take too much work. Okay, it won't. There's a lot in my area. Now, the other issue I have, this is Deathstroke number 4. I was never a Deathstroke fan. However, I figured let me give DC a chance. They've been putting out some really good stuff, and I would jump in on a character I really don't know anything about. I know he was a Teen Titans villain, or maybe anti-hero. I really don't know what to make out with him. Now, the other one is a blind bag, and I don't know why I really picked this up, other than it was next to something I decided to pick up. And I figured, well, let me just see what happens. Let me get it. Maybe it's a key issue or a key cover, and I can sell it and make up what I spent today. Or I'll just keep it. The other one is Avengers Armageddon. This is their big storyline. I don't know how big it is because I wasn't too thrilled about it. I picked it up just as a last minute thing. I'm kind of curious. Is it an Avengers book? Because it says legacy number is 803. But to me, it just seems like another limited series. Maybe one day they'll stop numbering things at number 1. Another book that I saw was Gun Honey. Now, I saw this in a preview and I decided to pick it up mainly because Adam Hughes was the artist of this particular cover. And then I decided not to pick it up until I saw right next to it another cover by Art Germ. And both looked good, so I figured let's go all in, and I purchased both the Adam Hughes cover and the Art Germ cover. Now, the next one, well, I picked up the first one as a last-minute addition to my pile, so this one I actually looked for, and it's called If Destruction Be Our Lot. First one was nice. It was good story-driven. The artwork fit. Sometimes the art is flashy. Sometimes the art is just dull. This one just fits, and I was going to skim through it, but decided let's not, because I do want to be surprised. There's something about reading a comic book that I do enjoy, and the nostalgia of it is, back in the day, I had trouble getting home without reading a comic book. I didn't take SEPTA, and it was way before I drove. I had disposable income. In fact, I still lived with my parents. Mind you, I was still in high school, so that's pretty normal. On the way home, there was an area of the park that I walked through. And it wasn't like a small little park. I mean, it's part of Pennypack Park, which is one of the largest park systems in the country, if not the largest park system in the country. But to me, it was a shortcut to my LCS, which unfortunately is no longer there. And it is the one LCS that I still compare every other comic book shop to this day. On the way home, there was a spot which I would pick out, and I would lay my comic books down and I would read one. I mean, I was jonesing. I mean, that's the closest I've ever felt like to an addiction. I mean, being addicted to something, it's horrible. It's a huge monkey on your back. Well, that's almost how this felt to me. I had to read that comic book right away just so I can get home and read the other ones. And then when I got home, I tend to read the best one last. And I thought about that on the way home today. Which one am I going to read last? But unfortunately, there's so many good ones, in my opinion, that I picked up. I wonder, which one am I going to read first? Now, mind you, I didn't pull over on the highway and start to read one, but I did get home rather quickly after taking 2 stops, including one to get some coffee. But Absolute Green Arrow #1 came out with some second printings. So I decided to pick those up. I did enjoy the story, and I figured, why not? Although I should really get back to that disposable income. I also pre-ordered issue #2, and that is the one I am really looking forward to reading. I mean, who is the Absolute Green Arrow if it's not Ollie? Now, being that they're all the same story on the inside, it's almost like, hey, which cover should I read? I guess it doesn't matter, but here we go. This one is probably the variant cover because it is in the bag and board. So that is my LCS pick from this week. What did you get? Are there any books that you decided to start, or are there any books that you decided to stop? And does your LCS look forward to seeing you every day? Or rather, once a week? Today was the first time there was actually a larger line. The most I've ever had to wait was behind 2 people. Today, I waited behind 8, maybe 9. And I'm wondering, what am I missing that came out? So, am I missing anything, or did I get all the good books? So, tell me in the comments below. Please hit the subscribe button. Please tell a friend. Is this like share a friend one who wants to be a millionaire? Anyway, thanks for watching. Collect what you love, and most importantly, be kind.